This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Monday, August 7th, 2023. I'm Kate Sharon. The executive engineer in residence at Industry Labs at the University of Notre Dame says the organization is gaining traction since its inception in 2019. As part of the Labs for Industry Futures and Transformation, or LIFT network, Industry Labs provides support for the implementation of new technologies, such as automation, with manufacturing companies throughout the region, but also to help grow, attract, and retain talent. In an interview with Inside Indiana Business, John DeSale said the region has the highest concentration of manufacturing jobs in the nation, but doesn't have the best productivity.
Our goal is really to take the people we have, upskill them, make them more productive, increase company profitability, and add to the resiliency of the region.
DeSale says they want to capitalize on the 40,000 students at the 9 higher education and vocational schools in St. Joseph, Elkhart, and Marshall counties that could bolster the manufacturing workforce in the region. The Purdue University Board of Trustees made several big approvals during its meeting on Friday. Chief among them are the construction of a new terminal at the Purdue Airport, as well as a nearly 900-bed residence hall on the West Lafayette campus. The nearly $12 million airport terminal will allow for an 8,000-square-foot building west of the existing terminal. The facility will feature a waiting area, baggage claim, ticketing, and passenger seating. The university said the terminal will be built to comply with Transportation Security Administration and Federal Aviation Administration requirements. State officials remain secretive about a $3.2 billion manufacturing facility potentially coming to Indiana, saying only that the company behind the project is in the advanced technology automotive components sector and would locate its plant somewhere in north-central Indiana. IIB's Alex Brown has more.
Mark Waskey, Senior Vice President of Community Affairs for the Indiana Economic Development Corporation, revealed few details about the mystery deal during an appearance before the State Budget Committee on Friday. Waskey outlined the IEDC's plans to draw $120 million in incentive funds from a $500 million deal closing fund already approved in the most recent state budget. He said that negotiations with the company are ongoing, with a decision on the project expected within the next 12 months. Should the company abandon the project or choose to locate in another state, the money would revert back to the deal closing fund. The company has reportedly accepted the $120 million incentive offer. When pressed by reporters for more details, Waskey said the project, which is expected to generate 1,400 high-wage jobs, would be located somewhere north of Indianapolis and would not be part of the LEAP District, a planned manufacturing and innovation district in Boone County. The news comes as the IEDC ramps up its efforts to bring future-focused companies to Indiana. Democratic lawmakers on the committee continue to express concerns about a lack of transparency from the IEDC. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
For 25 years, we've had the honor of telling the story of Indiana business. More than 1,300 shows, 8,000 interviews. We've traveled from Valparaiso to Versailles, Fort Wayne to Fort Branch, and everywhere in between. And we are just getting started. Our team is passionate about Indiana business because your story is worth telling. Join us every week as we travel the state to bring you Indiana's story. Inside Indiana Business, 25 years and counting.
Amazon will cut the ribbon on its newest Indiana Fulfillment Center on August 16th. The Fort Wayne Amazon Robotics Fulfillment Center opened in early April with plans to employ about 1,000 people. The center is 630,000 square feet, with first-of-its-kind robotics technology to be used in the state. The facility is the second in Fort Wayne, with the first being located near the Fort Wayne International Airport. The company has several other fulfillment and logistics centers in Indiana, in cities like Indianapolis, Maryville, and Valparaiso. South Bend-based First Source Bank has a new loan production office in Indianapolis. The office is open by appointment only and is assisting customers with small business and commercial credit needs. Marian University officials say the institution raised $61.2 million over the 2022-2023 academic year, in what amounts to be Marian's single largest fundraising year in its history. More than 4,400 donors contributed to the university's ongoing Journey to 2030 Always Forward strategic plan, which launched last fall and seeks to raise $500 million by 2030. Radio icon Paul Smulyan is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.